Good evening and thank you for joining us for our main news here on ICU TV. To begin with, let's take a look at stories that are making headlines. Lusaka Press Club Media Breakfast highlights media challenges and calls for unity in advancing press freedom and professionalism. LCC and Tobacco Board partner to transform community halls into early childhood centers. FRA purchases over 1.2 million tons of maize ahead of rainy season. And in international news, Portugal declares national mourning after Lisbon funicular tragedy. In our sports news, Chipolopolo intensifies preparation for a crucial World Cup qualifier against Morocco. With today's main news in detail, my name is Emmanuel Zimba, and now we take a look at the news in details. The Lusaka Press Club today hosted a media engagement breakfast at Mulungushi International Conference Center, bringing together journalists, policymakers, and civil society stakeholders to examine the state of journalism in Zambia, particularly the challenges affecting media freedom, professionalism, and governance under the theme Harnessing Media for Good Governance. Speaking at the event, Lusaka Press Club President Edward Makai said there is need to comfort long-standing issues affecting journalists, the welfare and professionalism, including underpayment, casualization, and internal divisions within the media fraternity. Mr. Makai also raises concerns over the blurred lines between journalism and political affiliation, noting that such dynamics continue to undermine public trust and objectivity. Mr. Makai acknowledges the challenges and commends the government for fostering an environment in which the media can operate freely, pointing to its restraint even in the face of provocation from some outlets. He further calls on the administration to maintain regular engagements with journalists, including through continued interactive platforms at State House.
In various sectors. So, as Lusaka Press Club, we are coming in to ensure that how do we navigate these challenges that our colleagues in the media fraternity are facing, such as their welfare. A lot of them are complaining. You hear the complaint to say, no, they get minimum wages and so forth. And yes, we really wanted the media owners to be part of this panel so that they get to interact with their workers here, probably exchange notes in one of the two ways, so that you don't hear the conflicts outside this session in regard to how they complain when they come to us. They get a little, they have no allowances, they are this. Of course, the talks from the media owners as well is that the business environment is not really that supportive and conducive to ensure that they have that abundance of resources to make sure that all the journalists are properly catered for. So these are some of the challenges that are in the media industry, and how best can this be addressed is the very reason that we are here as Lusaka Press Club, to say that let's integrate, let's be together, let's be in this unity. And at Lusaka Press Club, there's this challenge that you all are aware, especially that you even going to Brazil. In my other career, which is sociology.
Meanwhile, Ministry of Information and Media Permanent Secretary Tamo Kawana acknowledged journalists' concerns, especially regarding access to the recognition of freelancers, while emphasizing that all media professionals must constantly demonstrate their value through quality content production. Mr. Kawana says the ministry stands by its existing procedures, but remains open to ongoing engagement with stakeholders to promote professionalism within the sector. He reaffirms the government's commitment to protecting press freedom, recognizing the media's crucial role in fostering democracy and holding leaders accountable. Mr. Kawana commends the Lusaka Press Club for its revival and its contribution to creating a platform for meaningful dialogue among journalists. As Zambia approaches next year's general elections, Mr. Kawana urges the media to maintain transparency and accuracy and called on the Lusaka Press Club to lead by example, inspiring other press associations across the country.
I was stand by my officers because some of us who claim to be freelance journalists, we don't write anything. We don't produce anything in any media anywhere. We don't belong to any media house. We are just there, freelance. Now, we don't communicate freelance. We communicate content that has to go to the people. So when you are a freelance journalist, what it means is that you are a professional journalist. You also want to state that it's good to see the Lusaka Press Club coming back to life. Yes, it is among the oldest press clubs in this country. But also it is the most dormant.
And Lusaka Press Club Vice President Oliver Chisanga calls for a national media endeavor to address structural challenges such as poor remuneration and job insecurity issues that many speakers agreed go beyond minimum wage.
To come and share the wealth of experience, knowledge that they have acquired over the years. I kept nodding as well, just like the PS was nodding, because I think what you're giving us this morning is something that I think the new journalists, the young ones that are coming on board need to know. And colleagues, thank you so much. This is the first of the many events that the Lusaka Press Club will be organizing. We'll be inviting various technocrats, various people to come and simply share what's happening in the organization and how they can partner with the media to champion their cause. So once again, PS, thank you so much, and we formally welcome you to this event. Thank you so much.
And Mr. Zambia's chairperson, Ms. Lauren Chisenga, highlighted several structural and legal challenges impacting the work of journalists. She cited self-censorship, limited access to public information, and the Cybersecurity and Cybercrimes Act as significant barriers, noting that while the cyber laws aim to protect online spaces, they have been criticized for enabling excessive government control and potentially suppressing dissent. Mrs. Chisenga says despite the challenges, she encourages journalists to embrace opportunities for growth through mentorship, online training, and digital literacy.
So, audience engagement. So these opportunities for journalists, let me emphasize on opportunities for journalists. I've known that a lot of journalists are complaining of not having access to information, of access to opportunities like being employed to ZNBs and everything on Zanis, but we've got a lot of opportunities when it comes to self-development. Mr. Mlonga is a very big example of one of those people who have taken advantage of opportunities as journalists. So let me even take advantage of myself, under the mentorship of Mr. Oliver Canelli when it comes to health journalism. I took advantage of that and I started subscribing with the international health institutes, and now I'm a fellow for International Health Society based in Switzerland. So those are the opportunities which we want our journalists to avail themselves to, not just complaining that you're not employed. Sell yourself. You are there, you are a writer, there's this social media, you can find yourself. There are people who can mentor you on how you can find yourself. I took advantage of Mr. Canelli, Oliver Canelli. He mentored me, I took advantage of that. I know most of you know my other part of being a science journalist, what we've done, and I know Richard has taken advantage of the social media, is now one of the top bloggers. So these are the people you can reach out to, not continue complaining. Mr. Zambia has done a lot of capacity building. So if you have limitations in anything, reach out.
And representing the Free Press Initiative, Ms. Nyambejere expressed the complex relation between media freedom and existing laws. She stresses the importance of journalists being familiar with the legal framework governing their work and calls for increased dialogue and advocacy to ensure that Zambia's legal environment supports, not stifles, freedom of expression.
What we are supposed to do or what we are not supposed to do so that we don't find ourselves against the law. So when we talk about press freedom, I think we need to start taking into consideration these developments that have taken place, the various laws. As a result of these laws, to a certain extent, again, we have seen self-censorship come up. This is something that we, on this side, we joke about. But in most, for instance, let's do an exercise. A media house can post something, and on some of the comments, you will see someone say, I don't have a lawyer. We see that just in the actual sense, but behind that, what that's translated as is self-censorship. It does look like a joke, a joking comment that I don't have a lawyer, but that's because you are afraid of what you do not know. So you do not know if the law is good or to what extent it's good, and it will help you have press freedom, exercise this press freedom that you must enjoy. So now for us to be able to address some of these things, we need constant engagement with the ministries that are responsible. If it's the Cybersecurity and the Cybercrimes Act, that has been introduced to try and address certain issues that may have been foreseen in other laws that are not able to address these.
Meanwhile, Women in News representative Monica Uni Kayombo highlighted the underrepresentation of women in media leadership. Underrepresentation of women in media leadership roles in Zambia, emphasizing the importance of capacity building, mentorship, and networking to empower female journalists. Ms. Kayombo also encourages journalists to take initiative in their careers by seeking opportunities, applying for press credentials, and building strong professional networks. The Media Engagement Breakfast underscores the importance of collaborative leadership between the media, government, and civil societies in advancing good governance. The Lusaka City Council LCC and the Tobacco Board of Zambia TBZ have entered into a landmark partnership to boost community development through a series of corporate social responsibilities CSR initiative. The collaboration will focus on rehabilitating 10 community welfare halls in Lusaka, which will be converted into early childhood development ECD centers offering nutrition support, early education, and recreation. The partnership was cemented during a courtesy call by TBZ Executive Director Robert Mware to Lusaka Mayor Chilando Chitangala. Both leaders committed to leveraging their institution resources to enhance the well-being of local families and invest in the future of the city's children. This joint effort reflects a growing emphasis on CSR as a driver of meaningful social impact. By focusing on ECD, LCC and TBZ aim to nurture the next generation and create lasting change in communities across Lusaka. The Food Reserve Agency, FRA, has procured more than 1,225,000 metric tons of grade A white maize as of August 31st, 2025, from 1,586 satellite depots across the country. FRA Acting Executive Director Justin Chunka attributed the strong response to the competitive prices offered to farmers, which he said had encouraged steady deliveries nationwide. He assured the public that all depots remain operational and that surplus maize will be secured before the rainy season begins. Mr. Chunka also urged farmers to continue supplying maize to the nearest depots, noting that they are critical role in maintaining national food security. We go for our first break. Do join us on the other side as we bring to you more in our local stories. Stay tuned.
Bami wamwene kukupa basofu ate gift ya wedding mwewe
kabampo kai honto kweswako
wei
sebo buti bajita kuti humbwa wa arwa kumumpa muzo
ale
they give one zo
basa sunu tusegelela akupobola nguzu ya mwanesu musanko yulage mwana mujende
tamtori ndira
honeymoon yansa yebo tuni kurya honeymoon ndete kuya kusaka ka kupange maloko mbo tuni kukhala amije kuno mudaro lo bagamba kuti utaka kuti nantaka mihi mu Lusaka ishi ndimubwa itabaga ndite claustration bagandi sibe buya baga kuhema jana
iwe amanini munganda mwana unkira mafia ng'ombe apa peni na da ng'ombe muno
Lucky do you know me? Do you know my wife? Have you seen my wife? Chiriku.
Urefu atoka ni mochari mpiayo.
Maybe I should go to the doctors.
Bambira ma doctor ati wabora hipondo tu. Chikaringa byani bantu nawe chakaringa byani ko.
Chachiringo kumichiringanya pa mulesu wa mafuta.
Wow. I'm so impressed mura. Pesi ndari kwamba bakuti. Aya mahuta anunkira musimba. Imwe mwaga suba.
Thank you very much for staying with us, and now we continue with our local stories. The government of Zambia has launched the Strengthening Holistic and Inclusive Systems Healthcare Systems. Representing the Minister of Health, Home Affairs Minister Jack Mwimbu officiated the launch on September 4th, 2025, praising the project's focus on equity and system resilience. SWISH is aligned with Zambia's National Healthcare Strategy Plan from 2022 to 2026 and seeks to reduce for healthcare for health. SWISH project, a Canadian-funded initiative aimed at enhancing the country's maternal, neonatal, and child mortality while integrating water, sanitation, and hygiene wash services into healthcare facilities. It also targets emerging threats such as antimicrobial resistance and climate-related healthcare challenges. Funded by Global Initiative Canada and supported by partners like WaterAid Zambia and
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Welcome to Zambia, a land of breathtaking natural wonders and diverse cultures, home to the Victoria Falls, one of the 7 wonders of the world. Zambia boasts a rich cultural heritage, captivating wildlife and a promising future. Zambia is a nation rich in both history and modernity. In the heart of Zambia lies Lusaka, the capital and largest city located in the southern part of the Central Plateau. Lusaka is one of the fastest developing cities in Southern Africa. With a population of about 3.3 million, Lusaka is a center of both commercial and government in Zambia and connects to the country's 4 main highways, heading north, south, east, and west. Lusaka has several cultural facilities such as museums and galleries, which include Lusaka National Museum and Henry Tayali Gallery. The city also has several parks such as Mundawanga Environmental Park, Lusaka National Park, and Chaminuka Nature Reserve that offer visitors a chance to see wildlife up close. Within this dynamic city lies the Information and Communications University, ICU, a place where educational traditions merge with future-focused learning, a place where innovation and research thrive. With a commitment to providing industrial-oriented academic qualifications, ICU stands as a beacon of higher learning education in Zambia, serving over 5,000 students on both distance and full-time learning modes. But what sets ICU apart? It's our core values. At ICU, we cherish freedom of thought and expression, foster innovativeness and creativity, uphold good governance integrity, promote teamwork, professionalism, and responsible citizenship. We believe in strengthening national cohesion and inclusiveness. Our programs are designed to nurture problem-solving skills, a vital asset for job creation in Zambia. We emphasize critical thinking, creative reasoning, and informed decision-making. Our vision is clear: to be a leading provider of quality education across Africa. Our motto: delivering an ICT-enabled education with excellence. Whether you're passionate about technology, engineering, agriculture, or business, ICU offers a diverse range of programs tailored to your ambitions. Our School of Engineering offers unique programs such as Bachelor of Science in Agriculture with Education, Bachelor of Information and Communications Technology with Education, and more. In our School of Humanities and Business, you can explore degrees in Development Studies, Human Resource Management, Journalism, and various other fields. Education is about making a real impact. ICU proudly partners with the Zambia Research and Development Center, ZRDC, to offer scholarships and contribute to Zambia's social and economic growth. Our global reach extends far and wide. Collaborations with institutions like Volgograd State Socio-Pedagogical University in Russia and the Academy of Maritime Education and Training in Chennai, India, offer unique opportunities for our students. In a groundbreaking initiative, ICU has joined hands with the Zambia Correctional Service to provide tertiary education to inmates, fostering rehabilitation and brighter futures. At ICU, education goes beyond textbooks. Our vibrant campus hosts numerous associations, sports, and organizations that enrich the students' experience. Our commitment to excellence shines through the remarkable achievements of our alumni who have made significant contributions to society. So, why choose ICU? Because here, you will find more than education. You will discover a community that nurtures your dreams and empowers you to shape the future. Information.
Did you know that mental health conditions are treatable and recovery is possible? Hi, I'm Ngenia Febamoyo. I'm your host on Let's Talk Mental Health. I invite you all to this show where you freely express yourself, and together we find a solution. For more details, you can contact 0777 93 73 92, and we'll be there to help you find solutions to whatever you're going through.